Okay, we've been given permission to film. I wanted to film another slice of South African life. This is the ubiquitous in any small town or big town. The home industries or tuisnywerheid. Don't know if I pronounced that right. These shops, they proliferate. They're everywhere, and they've got pretty much the same stock in them all over the place, but it's delicious. It's basically sweet goods. Now let's go and have a look inside. Right, let's have a look on the shelf. We've got here something called a tipsy tart. You see that? And that big ass tart, that's going for what? 32 rand, you see? £3 roughly. There's a lot of other delicious stuff here. As you can see, this is one of my personal favourites, the date square. Not tried it before. Should find the milk tart here somewhere. That is a classic South African dish. Here you've got Anzac biscuits, which is not South African, but nevertheless tasty. And rusk, the ubiquitous rusk. I thought Pakistani people like rusk, but actually it looks like South Africans love them even more. You've got the pecan nut rusk, and you've got the ordinary rusk, bran rusk, buttermilk rusk. And then you've also got a range of delicious home industries, homemade jams and preserves. These are also quite common. Pineapples, I'm not sure why and how. Let's try and find some cakes, because usually there's some beautiful cakes here. The one in Pretoria, that's got a really nice cake. Actually, I've got to be honest, the cake here is not as good as the Pretoria one. But you can see, I mean, just a wide selection. And, I mean, this looks pretty good, doesn't it? Chocolate, what is it? It's called mixed tray. The envy of milk tray lovers all over the world. More tipsy tarts, some apple caramel. Ah, here we go, Cook Sisters. This is a local delicacy, as you can see. And cheap at the price. Basically dough, fried dough with sugar on it, I'd say. Thank you very much. Cheers. And that is the tuisnywerheid. It's interesting. Maybe, if you're bored. But I enjoyed it. You know what? I mean, you could really... I've got to say, you can understand how South Africans have got cholesterol and obesity problems, because not only do they eat a hell of a lot of meat, but also they have some pretty darn tasty actually, sweet and baked goods. I think when we get to Pretoria we'll have a look at some other places, but that's a fairly standard example of the tuisnywerheid structure. Signing out.